Welcome, beautiful creatures. What's up? Welcome back to I have to formally introduce myself. Welcome back to the I'm So Pisces show. Well, today we have someone whose main purpose is just trying to focus on the viewfinder. I've been looking at my videos. I'm like, bitch, you have to quit looking over here. I have to. It doesn't bother me, but I know it probably bothers you. And I'm really trying to connect and do that eye contact and show you respect. So please forgive me for that. So the content, back to the basics, okay? And then the snake. So I'm going to try to insert this clip and do it like this. If it don't work, y'all going to laugh. But I'm going to try to get this clip in here. So this morning, I wake up about 6 a.m. and I see a message from my oldest son. And I'm like, why is Kiabe messaging me? Did he leave out and something? So I look at it and it's a picture of him and my 12-year-old at 3 a.m. fighting with a snake, right? In the living room. I mean, not in the living room, in the kitchen. And I'm like, oh my God. So I sit straight up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a horrible mom. And they probably didn't want to come back here because I was tired. And they knew I was tired because I've been studying so much. Like, I have literally been here with these tarot cards. Oh, look. This is not something you can do. The tarot is a whole different thing. From Oracle, you get the nice little book, the meaning, explain, bam, you get it. Tarot, you really have to dig into it and vibe and really, they says to sleep with them under your pillow and things of that nature. So my mind, the religious part kicked back in because my mind went back. Like, I've never had a snake in my house. And all of a sudden, the thought came in like, is that a sign from the Lord that these tarot cards are the devil? And y'all see this thing right here? I was a little iffy on that, you know. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the devil. The devil's in the house, the snake. Because, you know, in religion, the snake is the serpent and he's evil. So, and I'm like, no, bring it back, Karina. We're busting down the walls of religion here, right? We're not fair. We're not scared. So let's just find out what it means to have a snake in your house other than it's a serpent and it's evil. And you're evil or some kind of demons. You know, normally in religion, when you have a dream about snakes or anything to do with snakes, that means evil. I believe Spirit was leading me to learn my spirit animal. So that's what this video is basically about. I'm doing this video, and then I was studied. I did the light workers. What are actually light workers, and what are dark workers or shadow workers. So I can explain all this in the beginning. You know, it's the beginning. I thank you all for tuning in. I'm learning. Let me tell you real quick about the tarot and the oracle cards, because I had to have a talk with Spirit, because I really had a complex with trying to sit here and explain tarot and oracle cards with you. So this is just verbatim. I said, Spirit, as far as my reading goes, I know I've been called to teach, but I know you told me a long time ago, in order to teach, you first must be taught. So this doesn't make any sense, because I'm uploading videos. You told me to upload me when because I had the Call Gray cards before I uploaded with you all. But he told me to upload me doing the cards. And I'm like, how can I do this? You know, these people are getting on here and they know what they're doing. I should probably wait till I know what I'm doing. So in order to teach you first, I'm going to be taught. And then Spirit said, check this out. And you know, maybe it's with the cards, maybe because I cleared my chakra. I've always, you know, when I was in religion, I knew the Holy Spirit dealt with me. I knew I could get a word through. I knew I had a connection with a higher being. But now with Spirit, it seems like things are coming out more clearer. Almost like, I guess in what I would think a spirit would sound like. It says, Spirit said, because, and I had to write it down because I don't want to forget it. I'm sorry. And you know, the little book of notes has turned into a big ass binder with the tarot, by the way. So the old one, let me show you the old one right quick. I know I'm all over the place. Hopefully, if you're one of the collective, you can just keep up. Yeah. And I can't slow down for those of you. Or not. I wonder if I should just bring y'all down a little bit. So I don't want to be the full focus point. I do want y'all to be on the... I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord. And I say Lord a lot because of the religious background. Okay, yeah, that's better. Anywho. So this was my journal that I thought I was going to have for my tarot, my chakras, my crystals. You know, my little... I purchased it with good favor. It's actually turning into this whole big binder full of notes and stuff. Well, I got there yet, but all this is full. And then I'm actually just going to purchase, like, I think I seen it at, like, the half price bookstore. Like a big, like, binded journal, like something thick. Okay, anyway. So Spirit said, because you are only thinking of the physical part of teaching, getting in front, being a leader, speaking, and moving, but the action of learning or a want to learn can be taught without a word at all. And so I let that resonate. And I know that's Spirit because I can barely read it. Again, I'm going to read it again. Spirit said, because, ooh, this is powerful. Because you are only thinking of the physical part of teaching, getting up in front of, being a leader, and speaking, moving. But the action of learning or a want to learn can be taught with no words at all. So after that resonated, of course, I had another question. But Spirit, and it was like, before I could even say it, I got cut off. And it said, and it was like almost sarcastically. However, you love to talk. This is known. Not like we know this. Everybody knows this. It says, however, you love to talk. This is known. Explaining what you are learning is sufficient for now. And that last part, explaining what you are learning is sufficient for now, was almost like aggravated. Like, quit questioning yourself. Quit questioning what I told you to do and just do it. And I'm like, okay, so ain't no more disclaimers. I'm letting everybody know from now on, this is something that I've been called to, and I'm just recording what I'm doing, going through my process. I'm encouraging others to do what you are being led to do. These are things that I'm doing, and I really encourage I'm not going to give all of information, because I'm going to encourage you, if you like to go do more, go and read for yourself. I do encourage reading. I'm a big bookworm. Please go and read for yourself. So I wanted to say that from here on out. I'm going to say, come check out this video, because I wanted to make that very clear, that Spirit told me that just explaining what I am learning is sufficient for now. So when I actually get to the point where I'm teaching you what to do, I guess I'm just going to be explaining to you what I'm learning. When I'm reading the cards, I realize I can't explain to you what I see or how I see. I can't explain this gift. So I'm not going to be able to get that deep, but I will be able to explain the cards, explain the spreads, and then read from there. And then just explain to you what I feel, if that makes sense. Probably couldn't say it again because that was Spirit. I don't even remember what I just said. But anyway, I just pray that you all be patient with me. So we're going to go into tarot. What is tarot anyway? What is tarot anyway? And real quick, I wanted to say that I guess this is also like tarot versus oracle. Y'all get a lot of information in a little bit of time. But what is tarot and oracle? So this is the tarot deck. And these are the only two for now. And see, I'm not crazy. This is not the deck that I ordered. I called Amazon. The original deck that I ordered had a big book with it. And that's the reason why I ordered. I like the illustrations. I loved the artwork. It was very dark. And I really want to respect the balance of dark and light. So I got to be a little dark, right? So they were dark cards. I am getting that. However, I guess I punched this and didn't know. So maybe I was meant to have it because of the pendulum. And it is the authentic, the famous Rider Tarot deck. This is like the standard, the 78 card deck. The one I got is really different. It's the one that I wanted to get, the one that is different, the one that a lot of tarot readers do not choose. So this is one that tarot readers don't choose. So of course I want to choose that one because I'm so Pisces. But just with the feeling, and I am trying to bond, I bonded with these cards, the bonding process. Like, I want these when I wake up in the morning. I just need to touch them. I just need to feel them. I'm popping cards out throughout the day. If something's going on, I just need to feel these. It's just, if you have cards, you know. These ones, not so much. These ones I'm really having to make myself, honestly. I'm having to make, like, I was interested in it until I got it. I guess I thought it was just going to be like this. I get the book and I can read it. And I'm not just going to say that tarot's not for me. Now, once I do receive my package with the book, I'm going to get that with you all and go through the book and see if that makes me feel any better. If I still don't get it, then I'm just going to accept oracle cards because I love the oracle cards. And I'm getting the messages. I'm getting enlightened. We're learning. And I'm also able to start seeing deeper in the cards. When I'm looking at the pictures, I'm seeing things that's not in the book. And I think that gift is building with the oracle cards. So stay tuned for that. I also have the difference between tarot and oracle. So back to discussion. What is tarot really? Tarot is the storybook of our life, the mirror to our soul, and the key to our inner wisdom. And it's really, this blew me away, that it's not really for fortune telling. A lot of people think that fortune tellers use tarot and they tell your future, and this is, you know, we have past, present, and future. But also know this, that anything that goes on in your life, you can change. So if and this is a prime example, if you get the death card for your future, well, hey, you could start, you know, death being spiritual or physical. You could start living right. You could start, you know, trying to do right by your body just in case it's physical, or you can know that something spiritual, that something's coming to an end or a death, depending on how you take that. But you can always make decisions to change your future. You know, you can't change your past, but you can change your future, things of that nature. So you know, I like the fact that tarot is perfect for self-development, making choices, manifesting goals, coaching others, planning a business, meditation, getting access to your inner wisdom. That's what I love about them. I love, love, love this. Oh my goodness. A deck of 78 cards with its own imagery, symbolism, and story. There are 22 major arcana cards, which represents life's karmic and spiritual lessons. This is for the long term. There are 56 minor arcana cards that reflect the trials and tribulations that we experience on a daily basis, and that would be temporary. Okay, make sure I got everything. Okay, so for a beginner, although the common belief is that the tarot cards are meant to tell the future, it is actually in the contrast. Tarot is a valuable form of meditation. Best beginners deck. They're like choose your deck. The most beginners opt for the Rider-Waite deck, which is the one I have, or the Thoth deck, if I'm pronouncing that correct. And then it says to familiarize yourself. This will take time, definitely. First, pull one card a day, which I just jumped into 3 for Pisces and Taurus. I was overwhelming myself. That's why I was like overloaded. I had to sleep and rest. It was too much for my brain. This will take time. First, pull one card a day. Then you will learn how to read cards in a spread and how they interact with each other. You're also supposed to put them under your bed, under your pillow. And I did that, you know, by the morning, the pillow, I'm looking for the card and I don't want it to get bunched up. So I did purchase like this thing. It's really soft on this side. It's almost like a little pillow. So if I needed to put cards, or say I wanted to put an oracle and a tarot, or however Spirit leads me to do it, put it in there and then like put it under my pillowcase underneath so I don't lose it. Or if I do, at least I'll lose this whole big thing. It just snapped. To put the cards and to be bonding with them under my pillow. And when you get into tarot, you have to realize that it's like speaking a new language. Think of a question and do this in the morning. Morning is one of the best vibrations for a beginner to start pulling cards. So we'll start pulling tarots in the morning. I'll probably do, or I'm going to do, because I found it, Spirit led me to a new spread. So we're going to be looking for an oracle card reading for signs tonight. Sleep with the card under your pillow so that you can mesh with it. And then in the morning, read what the different meanings are. Notice during the day that what happens might not be a coincidence. So it's almost like that card and then things will happen in your life that correspond with that card. So that'll be cool. Learn basic spreads. Celtic cross spread and 10 cards. So I tried to draw a picture for y'all, you know, because I'm not editing that much. But it's pretty much a Celtic card spread. It's a 10 card spread. Okay. One here, if y'all can see that. It's just with pen. I didn't do it with marker. One here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I was looking, and I'm pretty sure each card has a definition. But this is not advised for beginners. I'm a beginner, so I stopped there. The beginner's spreads are past, present, and future, which I felt comfortable with, and I was doing with the oracle cards, and it felt really good, and it was short. Now, to start reading for tarot, you also want to have good energy. Find a tarot buddy. So if there's somebody out there, I would love a tarot buddy. I don't have a tarot buddy. If there's a tarot buddy, please comment down below, subscribe, and we can contact each other and talk to each other about our feelings. That'd be great. Read tarot books, which I know I ordered a book. So hopefully when that other card comes, I can have better. It says, have fun. You might be overwhelmed and seem like it's too much. Yes, you will. Because I was so excited. I could not wait for them to get here. I've been doing great with the oracle cards. No, baby. If you're a beginner getting into cards, period, I would just say go with the oracle card. This will give you feel for cards, bonding with cards, the general. Most people jump right into tarot. If you want to jump right into tarot, suit yourself. I'm overwhelmed, and I know I'm highly, highly gifted. So, and then to have fun, you know, don't freak out. Remember, tarot takes time. So I had to slow down. I said, you know, with the tarot, I'm going to let y'all know I'm going to take it way back, way back. The greater arcana and their meanings. And I'm telling y'all, I just wanted to show y'all, if you can see. This is when I had to take it back, because I was going to sit here and go over every card and their meaning with y'all. Hell no. So this is the Magician. So first of all, you have it upright or reversed. So there's two different ways you can read the card. Then you have a description of the card. Then you have Swords, Cups, Wands, Pentacles. And then you also have Earth, Air, Fire, Water. And then you also have the different signs, the zodiac signs. And there's 13 of them here on my channel. Yeah. And then the meanings. And then all of this. And then I get to the High Priestess. The High Priestess, keywords, upright, reversed. Description of the card. And I mean, there was more I could have written down, because they actually give you a real meaning of it. And that's when I was like, Lord, this gonna be like this full, and then this a lot. But I like the oracle cards, and I'm gonna take it slow. We'll do one card a day. We'll learn on it, you know, and I'll bond it. I probably just won't be doing tarot readings with this deck. Now, I am excited to get the new deck and follow along with the book. These cards in particular, just because of their size in general, I'm probably just not going to use. I don't like them, guys. I don't know. Maybe it's the size. I like the vintageness of them. Now, I am glad that I ordered them. I am very glad that I ordered them. I am very glad, just because it's old looking, like. But as far as just using them on a daily basis, I'm trying to bond with them. And just, I don't know if you can reject cards, or just cards are just not for, even when I'm shuffling them, it's just like, I mean, just look. I mean, I could shuffle them and everything. I could shuffle them kind of, you know. And then the cards just pop out. So maybe this one I will grow to. But I knew that this was a mistake to order. The one that I originally ordered is going to be the tarot deck that I want to work with the book. So I think I'm just going to hold off until I get that and start bonding with that. Because I've tried in this card deck. And, you know, I don't know. I really don't know about the tarot. But I definitely am going to be doing more oracle cards. Definitely. I love oracle cards. And they're easier for me to read. So we'll be going there. Now, what is an oracle card? Now, we talked about tarot. So, what is an oracle card? And I'm already 17 minutes in. 17 minutes in. I just wanted to explain the two different types, though. This is not a reading. This is just content. Just informational on what I'm learning. Because I, too, like to tear things apart and dig into them. I don't like to believe what people say. And I just wanted to share that out there, just in case you know, I never really just told that. I did get into some of the cards, but not what tarot really is. Again, I was surprised. It's not really for fortune telling. It's meant for self, intuition, you know, just kind of see where you are and where things could turn out if you stay on this track. If you change things up, good or bad, you could change your outcome, whether it's good or bad. Oracle cards, sometimes called divination cards, are decks or sets of cards with pictures and meanings that are specific to the vision of the creator. So tarot cards are pretty much the same. You're going to have horses, swords, wands. You're going to have knights, page, pentacle. It's always going to be the same pretty much of the symbols and everything. Now, oracle cards are going to have completely different pictures. Now, they might, they don't necessarily have like wands, swords. They don't have the suits at all. They're whatever the author and the illustrator put together. They do come with meanings. And then they come with the book. They can have a number of cards from 20 all the way up to 144. So not like the 78 of the tarot. Tarot just has 78. 44 being the master number. Most of them just have 44. And this is for the more free-willing. So like I said, if you're just coming into reading cards, when you have oracle cards, there is a little book. So it's pretty simple. You pull the card, you learn about the person that's on the card or what the card represents, and then there's always a message. So that was real wonderful for me, and I just craved them cards. Yeah, basic setup is the image words book that explains in which a reader should interpret it. The difference is, Bailey, is that tarot is always going to be the same. It's always going to have 78 cards. It's always going to have major and minor arcanas, and it's always going to have the 4 suits. Oracle cards is whatever the creator and writer want to express and whatever they're talking about. There's and that's what brings us to the conclusion, the spirit animal. I was trying to fit all 3 of this in here because I wasn't trying to do 3 little separate videos, y'all. So this is a lot of information. Spirit animal. So in certain spiritual traditions, this is why I was looking for the spirit animal, because remember I was thinking the tarot cards are evil. But rather than thinking that they're evil and snakes are evil like religion teaches me, I'm going to say spirit was leading me to spirit animals. How about that? So in dictionary.com, in certain spiritual traditions or cultures, spirit animals refer to a spirit which help guide or protect a person on a journey and whose characteristics that person shares or embodies. Now, there are lots of different spirit animals, but I have just the 8 common spirit animals. Number 1 being the butterfly, which I thought I was, because I've always seen butterflies. When I was a teacher at a early childhood development that was Christ-based, I was the butterfly teacher, and I love the metamorphosis of the butterfly, the caterpillar becoming a butterfly. When a butterfly enters your life, it is believed to be one of the most symbolic signs of transformation and change. Okay, so then there's a spider, a crow, or a raven, the owl, the hummingbird, the hawk, and the grasshopper. Now, I found out that my spirit animal was a raven or a crow, which is also known as a secret keeper and a shaman. The human version of Mercury, delivering messages. They're also magical, a trickster, manipulating when we want to be. Okay. The raven corresponds to the Western astrological sign with Scorpio. Yeah, so ravens or crows, they're kind of both. They're kind of, you know, they're also associated with death. So they are really good at, they're dark creatures, but they bring messages and light. And I was like, but ravens, you know, they've always been very spiritually in tune. So I was like, I can agree with that. So yeah, and then I had to find out what the snake meant. So real briefly, what the snake meant in my house. Perfectly connected to the earth. You know, and there's magical manifesting all around you. It's actually not a bad thing. It goes into depth, but if you want to get into spirit animals, go to dictionary.com. You can go to the meanings of the spirit animals. There is a test to determine your spirit animal. I did it on everybody today. I took the test, and it said that I was the raven. The raven embodies all of the bird spirit animals, and it can also be associated with the crow. So it also had me lead the crow, and the crow was kind of dark and magical and mystical. But I do believe in respecting the balance of light and dark. Now, I do believe that I'm a light worker because I always want to help people. And dark workers are different. Oh, I can't wait till we get to that video. So be looking forward to that video. But I do thank you all for my time. If you'd like to slow down and rewind, because I had a lot of information to put in a little bit. But I really had to pull back a bit with the tarot cards. Again, I'm that type. I like to jump right on in, but I also have knowledge, and I was in over my head, and I do want to learn the craft. I am going to learn the craft of tarot just to learn it. Even if I do prefer oracle cards, I do want to learn the craft of tarot. I do believe that it is intuitive. I do believe that it is meditation, and it is helping each other. It does help with planning a business. Your spirit is letting you know where you are right now. The spirit will let you know through the cards. So nothing against tarot. You know, just what's for you is what's for you, and what's for me is what's for me. However, I'm not going to rule tarot completely out until the original deck that I ordered gets here, and I'm just waiting for it, because I know I didn't pick on this, because it didn't come with a book. I'll show you what it came with. It came with this little stupid paper, and some of the wording was like cut off and rubbed off, and you can't really read it, and then you got to find a little page. But it also has the little Celtic spread on there, but it wasn't enough meat. I need more meat. The book that I ordered with tarot is like this thick. Okay, it was a big thick book, and that I'm a bookworm. So I appreciate y'all, and remember that you're not weird, you're not crazy. You are the truth. You are the light. We are the collective. Okay? Bye.